Perceptions could change. Opinions can be formed with more and accurate information. Get all sides, views, and opinions on topical issues. Have your say on Perspectives. With Toyin Alabi at 9 a.m. Mondays to Fridays on Invicta 98.9 FM. Perspectives. All sides, all views, all individuals are welcome.
Good morning and welcome to the program Perspectives. Perspectives this morning, we'll be looking at it differently on two sides. Today is Children's Day, and we celebrate with children all over the country and of course all over the world too. But for Nigeria, today is our own Children's Day, and of course we want to be part of the celebration, wishing our children the best and hoping that the best years are to come, are yet to come for our children. So that's for Children's Day. We'll package a whole show for our children shortly. Just stay with Invicta and you get to hear what we plan to do for our children here. But another thing is happening, another big news here that's coming out of Kaduna State is the primaries that just been concluded in Kaduna State. We have a victor now, as it is. And of course, the victor has sent in his congratulatory message and of course extended his hands of friendship to all. Magnanimity in victory is what had just come out from Kaduna State, and just talking about Honorable Senator Uba Sani, who has emerged as the APC gubernatorial candidate for the state. He came out tops, and yes, what in politics people say it was a landslide victory for him. He had two other contestants, and of course, Honorable Sani Shaban came out with 10 votes, Honorable Bashir Abubakar with 37 votes. Senator Uba Sani, 1,149 votes. Wow. Now, that's landslide. That's sweeping it all. And of course, but good news is that APC in Kaduna State, what are we expecting with Senator Uba Sani? I have a guest with me in the studios, a man that has been, following and, of course, a close associate of Senator Uba Sani. We're talking about the promises, what to expect, maintaining status quo for APC in Kaduna State. All of that will be on the program Perspectives this morning. My guest, Emmanuel Ado. Good morning, and glad to have you with me.
Good morning, Toyin.
Yes.
Thank you very much
for
having me.
Emmanuel Ado, we all know him, is a public affairs commentator, public affairs analyst, and of course, big time journalist at it again. So, and I just said it, that is a close associate of Senator Uba Sani. Emmanuel Ado, victory of Senator Uba Sani. We had the sound of victory all over the place. But for you, how is it coming out?
I want to adopt the acceptance speech of distinguished Senator Uba Sani. It's a victory for all the good people of Kaduna State. It's not for APC, it's not for him, because he wants to lead the people, and because he has what it takes to lead the people, and it's victory for democracy. It is victory for the good people of Kaduna State. It's victory for consolidation, continuity. If we all applaud what is happening in Lagos State, after the hard work Bola Tinubu Ahmed laid in Lagos State, Fashola came and built upon it. Ambode came, even though one term, everybody agrees Ambode did very well. So we never had somebody to lay that foundation in Kaduna. If you look at El-Rufai, look at his recent pictures, look at his pictures when he came in 2015, you will see that he has given Kaduna State in the last 7 years, going into next year, he's going to give like he has given in the last 7 years. He has reformed Kaduna. He has infrastructural deficit that Kaduna was suffering from. He has cured the infrastructural deficit. So for the first time, Kaduna is going to have continuity. If you look at what happened between Namadi and Makarfi, yes, Makarfi did He made some appreciable impact. But Namadi did not build on it. Yakowa tried to do something. Unfortunately, he died. Yero was a disaster. I'm being very, very factual. You have lived in this town like me. You know it. So now we have
our opinions could be different, So
hold on.
You're holding on to what you know.
Toyin, facts speak for themselves.
Yes.
So I'm talking about what this victory means for Kaduna State. So El-Rufai has given 8 good years of his life. 8. Taking that the next 1 year, you don't expect El-Rufai to slow down. He's going to finish strong. So, and Uba Sani, distinguished Senator Uba Sani, by the grace of God, he's not going to take the people for granted. He's going to contest for every single vote that there is. Kaduna has how many million of registered voters? He's going to campaign hard, and he's going to campaign on a record of his political party, which you must agree with me, it's performance driven. There is performance. He's not going to say we hope to. No, he's going to tell you on this we are going to do this more. In terms of intervention in education, we are going to do this more. Governor Nasiru El-Rufai has done this. He has done this. He has done competency tests. He has renovated schools, rehabilitated, remodeled primary health cares. We are going to do more in this area. So that's the kind of campaign you are going to get. Be very, very sure about that. Back to what I started saying. So for the first time, we are going to have smooth transition. Uba Sani was part of this administration as special advisor political. And that's why it pays.
Hold on. No. Don't stop. I must not miss this.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that it's sounding on a very good note. I like the enthusiasm. I like the the spirit.
Because the candidate,
yes,
is a candidate that has a track record.
I just want to stay on that track record because I want you to go into that. That distinguished Senator Uba Sani has a track record, and of course his performance can deny that even at the Senate.
Yeah.
And so again, I'm just adding to what you probably I didn't want you to take it off me, but to just say that with this track record, would it be, yes, much as we were talking about continuity, we're talking about consolidating and all of that, that you just talked something about difference. It would do more. I like the word more than his principle now as it is.
Look, there's something about El-Rufai that Nigerians, now that he didn't buy the presidential forms for APC, because people all along thought El-Rufai would always contest. It's a pity, it's a tragedy. We are going to miss him at the federal level. Well, we don't know. We don't know. God has his designs, but at least you notice the attacks on him reduced. He didn't buy the form. He has thrown his full weight behind a presidential aspirant from South. It is not in his place to go to the South to say it must come from Southeast or Southwest. No, but he has said, we Northerners are people of honor. Our word is our bond. We are going to support a Southern candidate. So now you see the attacks have reduced. I must tell you, every day my respect for El-Rufai by meters increase as I get to know this man, as I get to know him. I speak to his friends, I speak to his aides, and they are quite open about him. And what am I saying? El-Rufai would work hard behind the scenes. It's Uba Sani's government, but be rest assured that El-Rufai would, if Uba Sani decides to ask for his input in any area, he will do it. If you look at the way Bantes was able to govern whenever El-Rufai traveled or Shagali, Aminu Shagali, he is willing to allow people run things. He's going to allow Uba Sani run, but he's going to make sure if Uba Sani can surpass him in whatever way, he will support Uba Sani to excel. He is going to do that, and that's the kind of man he is. He is not this kind of people that will say, no, I have achieved this, nobody coming after me should achieve. No. Rather, he wants someone, and that's why he threw his weight. And not only him. Uba Sani is a product of a consensus of all major stakeholders. And of course, our good friend Sani Shaban bought the form. Bashir Abubakar bought the form. The APC constitution is very, very clear. Where there's consensus, you must still go for affirmation. But where there are people who want a contest, you go for a contest. And thankfully, the contest held, Uba Sani won, but he has also reached out to Sani Shaban, Bashir Abubakar, come, let's team up and work together for Kaduna. So very interesting is that APC will go into the 2023 elections very, very united, like they have always been united, because this is a product of consensus. Members of the House of Reps, party members, senators, stakeholders, everybody made its input into the choice of Uba, and what he did in the Senate, a first-timer, people when he was going to Senate thought, oh, he's going to take step into big shoes of Shehu Sani. And I remember him telling me then, Shehu has no shoes for me to even fit into. Talk less of fitting into oversized shoes. What do we have? We have 4 billion engineering faculty, KASU. We have Federal Medical Center, Rigasa. If you know the situation in the healthcare sector in Kaduna State, you know for sure that Kaduna needs more hospital beds. We need it. So attracting that project, kudos to Senator Uba Sani. And very consequential are the bills that Uba Sani authored. AMCON, CBN, and the president. This president, every bill has had to send in amendments. Those bills were such that the president easily assented to them. They are very consequential bills. The other one that will tell you, because what are the challenges that Uba Sani would have to confront? From Abuja, he already knows. He represents the Kaduna Central. Briningwari, Giwa, Kajuru, and Chukun are all local governments in his district. He understands the key issues. And what did he do as a senator? He moved constitutional amendments, because very critical in the issue of fighting the terrorists is more boots on the ground. So he understands that the need for community policing. He understands the dangers of small arms and the proliferation of arms. And he also had a bill, amendment to the Firearms Act. He also had 4 constitutional bills for police, community police. I mean, as a senator, it shows that he understands the issues in Kaduna State. And security is key, so he's going to continue to work on it. He understands that. He understands that youths, Kaduna State, 10 million. What's the percentage of youths? About 65%. So like El-Rufai, he's going to do more to attract investments into Kaduna State. That's very critical. Before El-Rufai came, the textile mills were all dead. No industry. But to the glory of God, as we all sit here, Olam is there running. The fertilizer company, Moroccan APC or something, I passed there. They've started production. Marinda tractor is there. Blue Camel is there. There are a lot of things. Even Banawa here now, the ICT hub after by the garden, the government garden, it's up and running. I'm sure we'll get Gerald Ilukwe, the special advisor on ICT, to come and talk on this. So for Uba, he understands employment is critical, creating jobs for our teeming youths. He's done some, he's going to do more. And that's why I'm saying Uba is coming, there's this joke, I won. No, Uba is not going to say, I won. He's going to say, we are doing more of this. That is the language Uba will be doing. And you see, it's good, the track records. It's Ashiru.
Please.
It would be good for you.
Yes.
No. It would be good for you to get him. He was in the House of Reps.
Don't worry about that. Please,
please.
Let's do what we have to do. Let us do what we have to do. Where the pendulum will swing. Where the pendulum will swing, we do not know, but it can go either way. But I'd just like again to bring you, since you're talking about Senator Uba Sani and so much that he had done, track records and all of that. I want to talk about the people of Kaduna State, citizens too. With Nasir El-Rufai's regime, he made it very clear that there will be pains for gains. And we saw that, we made mention of some too. But again, on the lips of citizens here, the pains, some people would say excruciating pains, and some people would say livelihood had been denied, had been taken away. And so all of these questions will come on the lips of citizens. For Uba Sani, what are you looking at in the way he's going to be tackling some of these critical issues that citizens of the state will be talking about?
Let me say something on a general note. I'm happy you said El-Rufai did appeal to the people of Kaduna State.
Yes, I know that.
That we are going to do urban renewal. You might have to lose your shop or your house, some part of it, whole of it, whatever. But we'll pay you compensation. And I want to tell you, I'm a beneficiary. I got compensated. And I want to tell you, Jakarta Emmanuel, the APC state chairman, lost his property too. He got compensated. So it had no respect for anybody. You look at Wharf Road. First, because we are all not honest at times. Wharf Road, Namadi for Kaduna, Kada Games. Namadi wanted to dualize Wharf Road. And they went to him and blackmailed him. And he left them. But Kaduna is now a city of 5 million people. The interest of 5-10 shop owners on Wharf Road cannot supersede that of 5 million people. But very, very critically, very critical, is the fact that when these allocations by Kasubda were made to these people, the point was made in the allocation that temporary allocations, because Kaduna State has a master plan, and in that master plan, Wharf Road, for instance, was always going to be dualized. And it takes somebody to say, overriding public interest. Sorry, you have to lose your shop because this road, we are going to dualize it so that people, I passed through Caps yesterday. I never believed, I never knew that road, what do you call it, Shehu Laminu, could be dualized to Angwarimi filling stations, total. You understand? Yes, some people were displaced. But like I said, 2 years before they demolished the shops on Wharf Road, the government stopped collecting rent from them. When government collects rent from you, is to establish a fact. It's not because the money is worth anything that you are our tenant. Are you getting it? So they told them 2 years before time. Some fraudulent people knew government was going to come and do this road. They still went ahead to sell their shops to innocent people. I mean, what do you want to say about that? But government 2 years before they did the dualization, for instance, gave notice to people and say, we are coming. We are going to dualize here. Kaduna is choked. Traffic congestion. We need to open Kaduna. In Yakubu go one way, our Oshodi, our Broad Street, all the banks, post office, major offices, going to the market and all that. So, did the government carry people along? Yes. But, of course, you cannot expect political opponents not to try to cash in. If you go to Abuja, they are asking that El-Rufai comes back. But El-Rufai cannot go back to being Minister of FCT. When he was there, people screamed blue murder. Oh, El-Rufai, El-Rufai. But he restored law and order to the master plan. You understand? So, yes, it's important to sound this note of warning. Uba Sani will be firm. He will be decisive, because that's what leadership is all about. But again, he is not El-Rufai. Uba Sani is not El-Rufai. He is Uba Sani. He's going to come with his own style. But the results will be the same. That at the end of the day, if there's need to do X, Y, Z, there will always be consultations. You know how many times you link up to governor's monthly chat, media chat. So El-Rufai is one governor that communicates quarterly radio chats and internet, Twitter, Facebook, and all the communication tools. They try to use it. But you can never get everybody on the same page. That is impossible. But for the greater good of all, there will always have to be pain for the gain. Look at the new road, Police College, Banawa. I went through it day before yesterday, and I said, God bless El-Rufai. Toyin, now between my house and my office, when they open that road, I will spend less than 5 minutes to get to my office. I won't need to get to, station. I don't need to get to stadium. I don't need to come through Constitution Road. I'll just go through, before Mia, I branch off, straight on the bridge, get to Police College roundabout, and I'm at my office.
Yes, the program is Perspectives this morning, and we're looking at records of victories that were seen all over the country. But again, attention focused here in Kaduna, where Senator Uba Sani has clinched the gubernatorial ticket as it is for 2023. He came, tops with 1,149 votes to just push away his other, contenders. And so, in the studios with us this morning, Emmanuel Ado, a public affairs analyst, a commentator on national and international matters, and also a close associate of Senator Uba Sani, sharing thoughts with us about the person of distinguished Senator Uba Sani. We'll come back after this break. Welcome back. Here's the program Perspectives this morning, and we're doing, a review, so to say, about what had just happened and coming out of Kaduna State. That's about the APC primaries, and we now know the victor of the primaries of the APC in the person.
The people of Kaduna State. It's important you make that point.
Yes,
The
because
victory
I
is
also,
for the people
I also
of
know that
Kaduna
it was
State.
about the delegates that have come out to say that this is the man that we want.
On your behalf.
On election day,
on
it
behalf,
will be about
on behalf of
on election day. It will be about
it's
the
to
people.
manage the process. That's why you have
on election day.
delegates.
It will be about the people. I'm talking
No, it
about
is about the people.
about the victory of
The
distinguished
victory.
Senator Uba Sani. Came tops, and yes, so that's the man being presented that we're presenting to the citizens of Kaduna State to under the party of the APC. To do the job. And Emmanuel Ado, my guest this morning, just before we went on that break, we were talking about the magnanimity that distinguished Senator Uba Sani had shown, that even with the contenders that were in the race with him and he put them by the side, he is still extending his hand of friendship that let's all do it for the people of Kaduna State, let's work together and all of that. The person of Uba Sani, because you made mention of that he's a man on his own. Come 2023, somebody will be at the saddle and somebody will be there. Where the pendulum swings now, we don't know, the PDP, the APC, but whoever gets there. But since we're talking about the person of distinguished Senator Uba Sani, a man very strong in character, we've had that.
Toyin,
we've had that. No, Emma, let me get done
All
with
right.
this. We've had that. But again, the show, he's expected to be the number one citizen in the state. And so he would run his show. And so if he would run his show, interference in public affairs or in matters of governance, would this in any way affect the person of distinguished Senator Uba Sani?
Let me answer one point clearly. I understand your position. You are a professional. You even when the facts are obvious to you.
I just ask my questions.
Yeah,
I
you
do
ask
that.
questions.
Yes,
So it's in my place to now fill it in. If you look at the last election, the local government elections, 2021, APC has made strong inroads into southern Kaduna. And that used to be the stronghold of the PDP. And it took time, but I want to tell you, southern Kaduna is on board to win 5 seats, and you must give it to Malam Nasru El-Rufai. He lost his polling unit. He lost his councillor, is a PDP person. If you get it wrong, you pay the price. I've told you 2 things. APC is going to contest for every vote. They are not going to take the people for granted. But if you look at the facts on the ground, the superlative performance of Governor Nasru El-Rufai, you know 8 years of APC and 16 years of PDP, the difference is clear. That is the fact. So, what are people going to contest elections on? Performance. You have track record to say, I was in the Senate. This is what I did. APC has been in power for 8 years. This is what we have done. In the next 4 years, we are going to deliver Itsi Dam. So we'll solve the water problem of Kaduna Metropolis. That project is ongoing. Uba Sani would give it every attention that project is in Kajuru. Because the plants that you have presently, that's why you have water supply problem in Kaduna town, Metropolis. The plants that you have, 1930s, so it takes ingenuity of the water corporation engineers to keep those plants running. But with the new water treatment plant and dam, that will be solved. So the party can come and say, we plan. The last governments did not plan. They did not anticipate this crisis, that Kaduna Metropolis will suddenly become 5 million. So if you look at the track record of both parties, you look at the track record of the 2 major parties, the candidates, Uba Sani and the other candidates, you have no doubt about who will carry the day by the grace of God. We always add by the grace of God because we are people of faith. We believe in God. Power comes from God. But does Uba Sani, has he worked hard? Will he do what is expected of him? to take Kaduna State, because the bar of governance in Kaduna State has been raised very, very high. El-Rufai has changed the narrative. You can no longer just wake up to say you want to be governor because it's a fashionable thing to do. You have money to print posters, you have money to buy form. No. I pity Uba Sani because I see him, young man, very good for us, which is why he was able to go around the 23 states, 23 local governments to campaign, and would go back again to campaign. Now he's going to be a campaign house to house and all that. So while I see him, he will age because he cannot fail himself. He cannot fail his mentor. He cannot fail the good people of Kaduna State who have invested in him. He can't. So I see him giving everything that he has to ensure that the bar is raised further. And I see El-Rufai supporting him. The good thing, there will be no drama in Kaduna. There will be no drama, succession drama. No. We are going to have continuity in every sense of the word. Uba Sani understands because he was part of the design. He was part of implementation. I mean, this was a man in the Senate said, look, I stand surety that Malam Nasir El-Rufai will spend every kobo we are getting to develop Kaduna State. If he doesn't do it, please hold me responsible. That's the kind of confidence he has in the capacity of Malam Nasir El-Rufai. El-Rufai had taken Uba in. And that's what we all pray, that along the line in your life, you meet somebody who can get the best out of you. You knew Uba Sani in the early 90s. Here he is, one step away to the government house by the grace of God. It's a success story. And the success, again, belongs to God, because God joined him to El-Rufai. El-Rufai took him under his wings, exposed him, challenged him, and has imputed into him. And I expect Uba, I have no doubt, when he was going to Senate, I keep going back to this because Shehu Sani, your good friend, his Twitter, I mean, look at his result, 2 votes. He said he didn't have money to buy delegates. I don't know. I don't like people insulting delegates. It takes 2 to tango. The man who offers money and the people who collect. So if the man knows he's popular, he shouldn't offer money. I hate people insulting delegates. Oh, no delegate, I will not give you money. I feel that's an insult on delegates.
You should have done that.
You shouldn't have, because there's no there's no evidence of anybody asking you for money. And if there was, it's one-on-one. Ba nidishi, ba bazan bada ba. Kasamun Korea, nkaya dace wasn't here. Aiki nan kasamun Korea. So don't Allah that and Nabi. Let us be very, very distinct about this. So for me, I am happy to see Uba attain the heights he has attained. It's hard work. Because somebody can take you and expose you, and you fail.
Emmanuel Ado, let me ask you this question. I mean, this could just be a question that is coming. We've gone past that, but it's a question that's still on the minds of citizens, or the minds of some critical, minds will still ask this question. That give it to it. That Uba Sani is there today. I mean, that's the man. That we all look up to, and for those that will, put in their votes for him, that's the man that you say it can do the job. But before we got to that, Malam had shut out some people and had picked on Uba Sani to say, Uba Sani, I present to you. And when I say shot some people, was that no, it's not for you. Drop all whatever you have. Nobody would do it. I'm the governor of the state. I'm saying that my man for this job is Uba Sani. I'm just saying
you do great injustice.
I'm just saying that.
No.
My job is to hear. Is to hear and to read and to do everything.
If you had before this program, we talk, Toyin.
No, I'm just telling you, this is past gone. This is gone. But
you do great injustice to Malam. Malam is a Democrat. This is the only state in 36 states of the Federation, including Abuja, that PDP won seats, chairmanship, councils. I'll give you an interesting example. In 2018, the same day Kaduna State had its local government elections, Oyo State had, under Jumobi, had its elections. Kano State, under Ganduje, had its elections. In Oyo State, APC cleared the entire 33 local governments, 35 development areas. Kano, same thing. Kaduna, PDP won 7 local governments. Two, there were issues, they were not resolved. I think Chukun and Kaura. PDP won. And some of his colleague governors were like, of course, you know the introduction of the electronic voting machine. After Rwanda, Kaduna State is subnational, not Nigeria, Kaduna State, that used that electronic voting machine. And some of his colleagues, governors, were like, Malam, what are you trying to tell us? You are a Democrat. He said, yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to tell you. I'm just doing what is right. And what was right is that the will of the people should prevail. And it prevailed where PDP won. Nobody snatched their victory. Nobody. So when you say Malam shut out some people, you are doing him great.
No, I'm just saying the minds and
not the minds
of some people.
Some
and what had come. I run a program here. Give it to me. I run a program and I hear people. From so
but they can.
I put the question to you. That's just answer the question.
Okay,
that's
yeah,
all.
but I'm pained. I'm pained.
No, you can't be pained with questions I ask you. I'm asking you a question.
Because
clear the air.
I'm clearing it. But what I'm saying is that Toyin,
clear the air.
You are not a rookie reporter.
No, please don't go there.
Okay.
Don't go there.
So
don't even go there.
Okay. Don't worry. I'll make the point. Now, if you follow events in Kaduna State, the management of the All Progressive Congress in Kaduna State, very, very early you see that it is by consensus. Everything, the members, when even Bola Tinubu came, you saw all the members of the National Assembly, they all came, they received Bola Tinubu. When the vice president came, he doesn't do sole administrator. He doesn't do it. So if people say it is the same forces that were telling big lies about this man, they wake up, they tell you this man is this and that, and to the contrary. And that's the point. So
the thing is that you're just missing the point too. Because if you say people that are opponents or opposition to him who will say things, it's for you to clear the air here.
Well, what I'm saying. Okay, let me not dwell about what your role should have been. So let me continue to make the point that El-Rufai is a good man. El-Rufai is a democratic, very, very democratic. How many governors will allow their deputies to govern, go on leave and leave the state and not go with the state in their pocket? Every deputy governor that he has had, whether he's a speaker, they have had, whenever he had to travel, he relinquishes the office. Every file he signs, the deputy governor gets to sign, to see the same approvals, the same minutes, the same whatever, because he keeps talking about, look, life is in the hands of God. it's possible something happens. The state of 10 million people, I can't afford to have shut out the deputy governor or the SSG or the speaker. So he transmits his letter to the speaker to say, I am going on leave. The deputy governor will be acting governor. This woman has acted. Dr. Hadiza Balarabe has acted several times. She chairs committees. She chairs councils.
Okay, Iman, for time, some people want to drop in, and let's just hear them and be part of this conversation. What we're talking about today is that distinguished Senator Uba Sani has emerged as the gubernatorial candidate of the APC come 2023, and of course, contenders with him had been, he had been magnanimous with saying that this thing is about all of us, and he would want to work with them too. And so, with me this morning is very close associate, and of course, a public affairs analyst and a commentator on national and international matters, Emmanuel Ado. Putting putting across the man called distinguished Senator Uba Sani. Let's get you to be part of this conversation on 081 40,000 989, 081 40,000 989, or 070 87 989, 070 87 989. And join us. We're doing live streaming here on our Facebook page of Invicta 98.9 FM. Taking your calls now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Sanders.
Good morning.
And good morning to your guests.
Yeah.
You are on to Engineer Emmanuel.
Engineer Emmanuel.
I appreciate if your guest to answer questions you throw to him, not trying to put words in your mouth or this. I think it should be better. If he's trying to sell his candidate, it should allow you to do the questioning.
Yes.
I think that would be better.
Yeah. Let's get on with this conversation.
Okay.
Yes.
Now my question is this. Now, did really primary took place in APC? Because yesterday we were told that there was a list from the government house of delegates that did what they did yesterday. It was a democracy tribe, really some money. That is on that. And now, if you say that Uba Sani is God, because it is it that gives power and it is the people that will elect who will govern them for the next 4 years again, come 2023. Now, consolidate in what form? I'm not talking about infrastructure we see. Yes, good and fine. Then the small businesses that have been lost, will he come now to revive those businesses that were lost, or how?
Okay.
I think what we will do, let's hold on, come 2023, then the people will say this is who they want to come on board, because there are other parties on board as well.
Yeah, so it's the APC we're talking about, on
there
board
are
now.
parties,
Yes.
they are talking there as if now it's a deal and it's a done deal that Uba Sani will take over. No. People will be allowed to elect who they want.
Engineer Emmanuel, we got you.
bless.
All right,
Well,
we got you. Stay with your calls there. And hello, good morning.
Hey, GM, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Master Emmanuel. I'm Kure by name.
Okay, Kure, let's hear you.
Thank you. You see, right from day one, APC shows that it's Uba Sani that will take over. And thank God, they have did their primary. Me, I'm not against the primary, but I think the electorate will talk. I don't think we'll go with that's my personal opinion.
It's going to be your opinion. Yes, stay with your opinion.
Yes, I don't think I'll go with Uba Sani because of the hardship I passed through my humble governor in person of Erufai. I don't think some people will agree with me.
Just you. Yes.
That the same will leave their houses to go and sleep in other people's houses. So they should allow us to say it come 2023. I'm appealing to
yes, the choice will be yours. Right. One more call and then I come back to my guest. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you, sir? Good morning to your guest, sir.
Let's hear you.
Sir.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes, the name, please. Who's calling?
I really appreciate the way
your name, please. Abu. Okay. Abu.
Yes, Abu.
Okay.
The governor they run Kaduna successfully. So the Uba Sani is coming to. So I would like apart from food and the market, which company did they ask the investor to come and invest, and they invest the company? Then how many people got work there? Apart from the one they sack, up to now yet to be paid. What did he do in Kaduna State? What I'm trying to say is that, sir, now they want to replace what they have done wrong. So we doesn't want Godfather to appoint people for us again. We doesn't want, sir. That's
okay,
my question, sir.
Abu got you. Okay, all right. And,
Thank you.
All right. Some comments are coming from the Facebook page, and let's just join them.
Okay, George Gomez is saying, good morning, Mr. Toyin and your guest. Firstly, thank you for correcting your guest that his principal is actually an APC candidate, not the Kaduna's People's candidate. Secondly, we passed the level whereby we keep listening to emphasis on common things, which is supposed to be every government primary responsibility. We can't put our feet on Malam. These mistakes have been made countless times and we are fed up. And Joel Matthew Gwazai saying, good morning, Mr. Toyin, Alabi, and the invited guests, Mr. Emmanuel. And then we have Yamai Dunia Abba. I'm listening. Imizi Praise says, keep up the good work, sir.
Okay.
And Fakorede Abdul Majid says, very impressive.
All right. So
let
come to
me start with Kure. I didn't really get him, but I'm going to get your contact, and we are going to do a one-on-one with you because there's need to engage. And Uba Sani believes in engagement. And even if he gets your number, if I get your number to him, I'm sure he will give you a call and we will follow up with you. Every vote, like I said at the outset of this program, the APC will go for every vote. There's no vote that we are going to take for granted. Be that as it may, my friend on Facebook who said tired of what? There's El-Rufai's government, like I tell people, it's not about projects. It's about the reforms that it has been able to carry out. And that reform, you see it, the one that you can see, unfortunately, when Mr. President came, he could commission roads, but you don't commission reforms. And those reforms are what has made Kaduna State where it is. You have a public service that can deliver service now. You can't commission reforms. By the grace of God, in the years to come, the reform in the primary school education sector, as we speak now, the teachers for secondary school have been issued their letters of employment and they are reporting. So all these investments, El-Rufai is not a project person. He's both. He is reforms and projects. Unfortunately, yes, in Nigeria, people prefer to see projects, which, like he said, are supposed to be routine. Yeah, but even at that routine stuff, how many roads did Ramallah and Yero construct? How many kilometers of roads? El-Rufai has done PHCs. He did 255. Well, there's always what will I call it? A linkage for him in his projects. He wants to bring healthcare nearer to the people. He wants Barao Diko to be a referral hospital. It's not everything you have to take to. My wife attends Banawa Health Center. And she and her friends compared notes and they say, no, the health center is working. So if you look at the health sector, so first, if you have injury, you don't start running to Barao Diko. You go to health center closest to you. And in every political ward, if Zangot Kataf has 12 wards, 12 health centers were renovated. Kaduna South, 10 health sectors were. And then one hospital in every local government, so that from health center you can go to a general hospital. If the case is beyond health general hospital, you can now go to Baraudiko. As we speak, the 300-bed hospital work is ongoing. It will be high end, but you can be sure you don't have reason to go to India or Dubai. It will provide you. So, yes, roads are routine. He has demystified them. He has done roads where you never thought you could have dual carriageways. He has done them. And what is the idea? Safe city, clean city, and that will attract investors. Look at the Kaduna State Development Plan. What does Kaduna State want to be? They want to be business and tourism destination. Uba Sani will start addressing the issues of public transportation. We need to have modern transportation means. So, Toyin, me and you now, we can drive our cars. Your mechanic will not charge you for shock absorbers because you are riding on good roads from here to your house, to town, to Zaria, to wherever you can be sure. Whether it's Kafanchan, I've been to Kafanchan, I've seen the urban renewal projects, I've seen the dualization of Koi between Kafanchan and Koi ongoing. So that is what El-Rufai has done. If in any way you got it wrong, Emmanuel, is that Emmanuel, my namesake?
Engineer Emmanuel.
Yeah. Engineer Emmanuel, in any way, if you got it wrong, I would like to make it clear to you. APC is not arrogant. Uba Sani is not arrogant. He's going to campaign for every vote. He's going to come for you. I will ask to get your number. I will engage with you, what your fears and what your misconceptions, and we will talk about it. And I'm sure at the end of the day, I will convince you to vote Uba Sani because he remains the best option for Kaduna State.
And that will just be about the size of it on the program Perspectives today. Emmanuel Ado, I'd like to thank you for coming on the show.
Once more, like Uba Sani said, the victory is for the people of Kaduna State. He will give everything that he has to make sure that the governance bar does not lower. Rather, Kaduna continues to make.
So now that we have them, I mean, from the opposition to the to the ruling party as it is today, the die is just cast for Kaduna State of making our choices, and of course, you will make your choices when the time comes. My colleague in the studios with me this morning, thank you for connecting with the people, and Wisdom, we thank you for putting us in the pictures, and we'll come back with Perspectives on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend.
Is here. Request your favorite song now. 98.9 FM.